Hey there, Happy New Year. So I just wanted to share how I spent my Christmas and New Year's and how I realized my resilience has gone up quite a bit. So as a lot of you know who've been following me, I left my ex-husband of 20 years and finally moved out of the house this summer, and it was very difficult. It was very, very difficult. It was a very long, it was like a slow moving tsunami in my life. And they say that when you hit bottom, there's nowhere to go but up. And it's true. And I just went through a period of time just in the last couple of weeks, 3 weeks actually, where on December 17th, I had a scratchy throat. It turned into laryngitis, into a sinus infection. I was in bed. The doctor said I wasn't contagious anymore, so I could get out of bed for Christmas Day. So I had Christmas supper with my family, but then I went back to bed, and I was well enough to go out for New Year's Eve, lost our water New Year's Eve, still managed to get a bath, and I went to a party, and I came back, and 2 days later, I got food poisoning. So it was just like I was just getting out of bed and getting back into bed and getting out of bed and getting back into bed, and just one kind of thing happening after the other. And people have been saying, you seem pretty chill about all of it. And I said, well, yeah, I mean, it's just things that happen, right? And I started remembering that I wasn't always feeling this way. When I was at my worst, when I was hitting my bottom, I was so dysregulated. I had lost my self-esteem. I'd lost my self-confidence. I was people pleasing up the wazoo to try to keep people happy so they wouldn't hate me. And it never worked out. When we are resilient and we are in a safe place and we are emotionally regulated, what ends up happening is this. All these things that were happening to me at all times that I knew none of it was personal. God didn't have it in for me. The people that were in my life didn't have it in for me. I didn't feel like that. The other thing is it wasn't pervasive. It wasn't going to keep happening over and over again. This cold will end. The food poisoning would end. Everything would end. And the water would come back on, and it did. And the third thing is that it's not permanent. So anything that was happening was like, this is a temporary setback. And those are the keys to resilience. If you want to reduce your anxiety and you want to develop resilience in your life, those are the 3 P's that you need to be aware of. It's not pervasive. It's not going to keep happening over and over again. It's not permanent. It's not a permanent setback. There might be some permanent parts, but not all of it. And it's not personal. So once we can do that, we can start looking at what can I fix? What can I work with? And we start to live in the moment. And that's the key to keeping your smile on. And I don't know if you know this song from Hee Haw. If it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. That was me for the last 3 weeks. I hope your beginning to 2025 was a little bit happier than mine. But even if it wasn't, it's going to get better now. Take care now. Happy New Year.